Hi everyone, once again welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to setting up the 3-tier AWS architecture project with high availability in the 2 AZs. Actually this project is I forked from the AWS workshop. This is the official documentation of the 3-tier project. I just compressed the commands and integrated in the single readme file. So you can also go through this documentation as per the instruction. Otherwise you can also do the same thing, but the thing is the only difference is here we are using the S3 bucket, and in my project I am not using the S3 bucket. I am just directly using the GitHub repo. So and one more, I did this project in the advanced level with adding security features, and this is my YouTube channel. This is the idea of my YouTube channel @DevOps Harish and Shetty. When you click on the videos here, otherwise click on the playlist, you can see in the AWS section, AWS project, and here this is the project. It is this is the project. You can see here I covered 15 plus services in this project and added all the security measures in this subnet private subnets, and we are also using the CloudFront WAF Route 53, and here the main thing is we are accessing the database via the secret manager. In this project right now we are not using the secret manager, directly we are accessing the database. So just improvise the existing workshop project. I am just added some more features. Okay, you can watch it afterwards and watch this video. You get comfortable after this watching this video, you move on to the next video, this video. Okay, and I have my personal website. This is my personal website. You can go through it, harishanshetty.github.io. this is my website. In the left side you can see the projects card. Click on the projects here. Here you can also filter it out. You can also see the project what you like to watch, and you can see when you click on the some cards, it will go into filter it. In the AWS project you can also find out here. When you click on this icon, is going to redirect to the YouTube video playlist, and when you click on this GitHub, you will get a repo of the GitHub. Okay, so that's it. Let's move on to the project now, and these are the services we are going to using in this project. And we have to create the security group. Before creating the security group, we have to create the VPCs. Okay, let's move on to the AWS console and move to the VPC service. VPC, create VPC. Here I am going with the VPC and more because it takes time consuming while creating the manual way. That's why I am going with the default advanced level VPC and more 3-tier VPC. CIDR block, you can give any IPs what you like to, and number of availability zones as per the project image. We are going to deploying in the 2 availability zones, so that's why I'm selecting the 2. The public subnets, I'm selecting the 2. Private is I need 4, right? Okay, so this one also is maybe is enough. Public, private. Okay, subnets, 2 public subnets for the web tier. As seen in the image, web tier 2 public subnets for the web tier, and the 2 subnets for the app tier and 2 publics for the DB tier. Okay, so I am just giving the order wise the IP CIDR block to, so it easy to understand if I given the order wise. Sorry, 4, 5, 6, 1 that way I am going to selecting it here. Okay, try is any chance to so there is no chance to rename these subnets. Okay, no problem. And okay, now everything is done. Click on the create VPC. What is happening here? I did something wrong maybe. Yeah. So here we need to wait for creating the NAT gateways. We have to wait for the 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to pause the recording video. Click on the view VPC. The network section was done right now, and we have to create the security groups, right? Move on to the AWS console, type EC2. You can go it here, and the left side you can see the security groups. Click this one and create security group. I'm going to create one for the jump server, VPC is Twitter VPC inbound SSH. I'm going the public, create security group. Okay, one is done, and second web front-end ALB, create 3 in the inbound HTTP. Click on the okay, public, create VPC. And the third one is web server security group, create new. Okay. So here in this section most of the people do the wrong things. I just you guys can understand easily here. In the left side you can see the numbering 1 2 3 4 5 6. The same way in the inbound rule you have to give after this creation, okay, till 4. Don't get any mistakes here. If you done any mistakes here, your application not going to serve. That's why I'm saying once again. Just write it down in your paper once again if you have a confusion means. Okay, after in the rule 80 you have to give HTTP front end load balancer, done, create. Okay, security, create. Now the internal ALB we are going to creating. This is for the app tier. Okay, inbound rules, what we have to give 80, and what we have to attach inbound rule is web as security group. Okay, web security group. What you selecting here, just observe you entering the 3 and you have to select it 2. Previous security group you have to enter it. That's it. If you get too much of confusion means, that's why I gave on the numbering. Now we have to give the 4000 port, custom port is 4000, and select the 3 app internal load balancer. Okay, 4000 we have to give, not the HTTP. Okay, create, done. And the last thing is a DB server. This is the last security group we have to create. retire inbound MySQL. This is going to be serve 4.app server. Okay, 5 and the 4 done. Now the security section is cleared and VPC section also cleared. Now we are going to configure the roles. Click on the, go to the IAM. Click on the roles here, create role, select the AWS service, and in the service select the EC2, click on the next. And here type S3 read, select this option, and SSM manager instance core, this option, click next and give the name 3-tier role. Okay, and make sure you selected it to these two policies. Click on the create role. Yeah, role was created successfully. Now we have to set up the MySQL RDS database. Just copy the name. Oh, sorry, this is the name. Okay, move back to the RDS, Aurora and RDS. In the left side, you can get this database. First, before creating the database, we have to create the subnet groups. Click on the subnet groups, create the database subnet group, the name, paste it, the same, VPC is 3-tier VPC, and I'm going to the, okay, subnet I'm giving private. So select the private 1 and 2. See, it is in one of the availability zone 1A and 1B, and you can check it out here, the availability zone 1A and 1B. Make sure you selected the private instance, private subnets. Once it's done, click on the create. Yeah, now move back to the database here, click on the create database, and I'm going with the MySQL here as per the requirement of the project, and select the dev or test here. Okay, and select the multi-AZ database instance deployment, 2 instance. So basically is going to create the 2 instance, and one for the standby, one for the primary. So you can see the image here, one primary instance is going to serve all the data, and one further is going to replicate it. Once a new data is come, it's going to replicate it. Okay, you can also select the single instance, okay, and the DB instance identifier. You can give any name, that is not an issue. And the master user password is I'm going with admin, and the self managed I'm selecting. Master password is I'm giving the admin. You can give your custom password, that is not an issue. Admin. Okay, and you select the bustable classes, otherwise you have to pay more, and I'm going to select in dbt3 small, and general purpose GP2, select this one, and storage is 20 GB is enough. Okay, and go with the default everything. In the VPC, select the 3-tier VPC, don't forget here, and it automatically going to select the subnet groups, and go with the no public access, because if you get a public access, everyone can access this database, that's fine. And in the VPC security group, delete this default and select this database server security group, Okay, once it done, okay, done, name, okay, and uncheck this option. Additional configuration is not required. Okay, done. I can see the total monthly cost, how much it's going to cost. Once it's done, click on the create database. So it takes some time, maybe 5 to 6 minutes. Let's move on to the main page here. We done. So now let's go into set up the web tier EC2 instance. Move back here, type EC2 instance, launch instance, and first we have to set up the web tier. Okay, give the name, and I am going selecting with Amazon Linux. Why? Means the commands are actually working only on the Amazon Linux, not on the Ubuntu or Debian. So I am selecting the Amazon Linux, and okay, everything is okay. T2 is micro, that is enough, and select the key. In the network section, select the VPC as a 3-tier VPC, and the subnet I am going with the public. Anyone you can select, and enable assign auto assign public IP. I am going to enabling it. Select the existing security group. I am going to jump server. Okay, everything was done, and here in the number of instance just type 2. Okay, is going to create a 2 instance. Launch instance. Once you done, launch instance, and rename here. Okay, one is going to take app, web app. Okay, so it saves time, that's why I am creating the simultaneously. So in the web tier we have to install the Nginx and the NVM both. Okay, is running, web is running. Just connect the machine via the terminal. Yeah, and here we are going to installing the Nginx as well as the Git. You can see Nginx as well as the Git. When you doing the commands, just observe what you are doing. Just blindly copy paste the commands, you will never understand what you are doing. Okay, just observe what the command is going to executing it. Okay, we install Git also and Nginx. Let's check it, Nginx is working or what. Is up and running Nginx. Okay, now install the AWS CLI. That also done, and now we have to install the node. Presently the node I am going to installing the 22. In the future it may go change. You have to go with the official documentation for installing the node. Don't follow this thing in the future. Yeah, node also installed, and we have to clone the repo in the machine here. Done. ls. Yeah, we cloned the repo here. This is the repo. You can use my repo, or otherwise you can fork my repo and do it in your repo, GitHub repo. That is not an issue. And copy and paste it here. See, from this directory to is copied from to the main, this path, user path, is it a user path. Now what we have to enter into the web tire. We entered it, and we have to install the dependencies for the package. Okay, that's why I'm saying don't blindly copy paste the commands, just observe what the project you are doing and how this is going to executing. Okay, yeah, dependencies are installed. Now we have to build the application. Done. Okay, we have the build. Application was built successfully. Now we have to set up the things in the app tire. Let's move on to the section, to the EC2 instance. Try to connect and exit this app tire. Web tire we will connect afterwards. This is the app tire. Okay, don't get confused. Now we have to install the MySQL client. So this is the app tire, right? So it needs a database packages to communicate via the MySQL. So it's have their own logic of the app tire, business logic. That's why we need to install the MySQL. And let's try to connect it, try to access the MySQL. Is database is created or what? Let's try and copy the endpoint. Copy this endpoint and try to connect it. MySQL host, paste, and username is admin and space. This is the command. Don't get confused. This is the command. Okay. Now maybe it's not going to connect. Why? Means we did not enable the inbound rules in the section of the security group. That's why it's not going to access. And select the database this security group DB server. In the inbound rules, we are not enabled to give an access to the jump server, right? Now give the access to the jump server. Let's admin. Yeah, now the access is granted and we can able to access it. So while doing the projects, you will get a number of issues. So you have to think logically what you are doing and how you are implementing the security features like that. Okay, don't get confused. This is the practice for your projects. If you connect the dots, you will find out what the things you are doing the wrong things. Okay, done. Let's move on here. We connected the MySQL database, right? So we have to create the database of the web app DB, and using the web app DB, we have to create the table. Table name is transactions. In the transaction, we are inserting the one of the data for 400 groceries. Just copy and paste it here. Everything is done. See, we got inserted one of the data here. Just exit from the MySQL. Immediately update the db-config.js file where you cloned. Just clone it. Okay, just clone. Better to fork my repo and do it in your own GitHub account. Okay, don't do my repo because it may fail in future. That's why just fork it and do it in your own GitHub repo. Then I am just cloning it. Clone cd AWS. Done. Okay, this is better. Okay, expand it. Here you will get in the section of the app tier. When you expand it, app tier db-config.js. okay, in the db host, what you have to do, copy the MySQL endpoint. Consider this is the host name. Copy this endpoint and replace here. Okay, in the db user, you given the admin, the password what you given in the while creating the MySQL, just give it database. What is database name? Web app db, right? So done. Just save it now and move back here where we kept web is done and this portion is done. Yeah, we updated it, right? So now install the CLI, AWS CLI in the same machine. This is the app machine, okay, app tier machine. If I am doing the fast, just pause the video and rewind it just to see what is going on. And here we are not just installing the NVM, we installing the PM2 here. See, we installing the PM2. In the web tier machine, we installing only NVM. Here we installing the PM2. Okay, let's clone the repo here again. Oh, Git is not here. That's why I am saying what the message you are getting, just figure it out. Sudo yum install git. Why? Now try to clone. Yeah, now it's cloning. ls is here and install the dependencies of the project. Okay, now copy the content and install the dependencies. Yeah, we inside it and the dependencies are installed. Fix the dependencies. Done. And start the PM2. Before starting the PM2, just check PM2 status is not running, right? Nothing is here. We have to start it. What we have to start it? This index.js we have to start. Okay, start. See, now our machine is started. Check the status is up and running. Okay, now it should be up and run on the boot level. Once you get like this message, just copy it from here to here, copy and paste it. Done. When the machine is booted from the, when rebooted, is going to start your node application. Once you done the boot up setting, just save it. Here they giving the message PM to save. Okay, type the PM to save and hit enter. Saving current process list successfully saved. Okay, done. We did it all, and check the database we have access correctly. This is the health check, is working fine, excellently, and is not getting did the wrong thing. 1 second. For transaction curl HTTP. Maybe I did wrong thing. I will crossly check it out. I find out where I did wrong. We just updated in the machine, right? In the local machine, we not updated in the current machine. That's why we are getting wrong. So now type nano and db config, just hit enter. Here you can see in the local machine we are not updated here, that's why I am getting the error. So just clear the things, Control K, you will going to clear everything and paste it. Now PM to restart index.js. Now try to access it. See, now we can able to access it. So this is the way to troubleshoot the things. It will going to sharp your the thoughts. Okay, every time what you doing the things you have to involve in that job. If you mind got distracted, you can't able to find out the problems what you did. Now we can able to get the result from here. Okay, done, and move on to the next. Now we have to create the image of this app. Move back to the instance, launch. Okay, instance. Before doing that, let's shut down this thing. Sudo shut down. Now is going to shut it down. While creating the image, you have to shut down the machine. Don't create the image while running the machine, EC2 machine. Yeah, stopping. Stopped. When you got a message stopped, now click on the actions, image, create image. Give the name, after AMI image, the description also same. Create image. Done. What we have to do? We have to create the launch template. Okay. Move back here. On the left side, you can see the launch template. Click on this option, launch template. Create launch template. Give the name. And in the field of the my AMI, select this option and select the after AMI. Done. Instance, give a blank. Network, give a blank. This also going blank. In the security group, we have to select the app tier security group. Don't select the internal app security group, select the app security group and click on the advanced here. In the advanced, IAM instance profile, select the 3-tier role, launch instance, launch template. Okay, now template is ready. Let's create the target group for the app tier. Okay, target group. create target group, select the instance, target group name is app-tier tg. In the port, what you have to give, I given here port number is 4000, you have to give the 4000 port, 4000, and the VPC is 3-tier VPC. In the health, give this /health. Okay, and the tag you can give or leave it, not an issue. App target group. Once you filled everything, in the target group you have to give the 4000, not 80. Okay, click on the next. Don't select any instance here, just click on the create target group. Now target group is created. Now we have to create the load balancer, right? App ALB, click on the load balancer here, create load balancer, select the application load balancer. This one should be, you have to select the internal, not the external. Okay, internal. VPC is 3-tier VPC. 2 availability zones. Private, you have to select the private 1A and private 1B. Okay, you can select anything, but you have make sure you have to select the private. Private. And the security group, you have to select the app internal ALB security group. Okay, internal ALB security. In the load balancer, you have to select the internal ALB security group. In the target group, you have to select the app security group. Okay, see here we given the 80, that's why I am saying, don't get confused, that's why. Done. Once everything is done, click on the create load balancer. Now the load balancer going to create. Now create a auto scaling group. Move back here, and the last option you will get auto scaling group. Create app ASG. In the launch template, select the app-tier IALT. The version is a default one, and click on the next. Click on the manual add instance type. Here I am going with a T2 small. If you got any address listed here, instance type listed here, just click on the cross icon and close that option. Okay, I think the VPC, I am going to selecting it 3. The subnet is, I am going to selecting it private. (1B). Make sure you selected the 1A and the 1B. Okay, you select any private availability zone, not an issue, but make sure you selected the AB. Click on the next. Now attach existing, we have the existing load balancer, right? So everything is done. Click on the next. In the desired instance right now, okay, I am going with the 1, afterwards I am expanding it to the 2, not an issue. Click on the target, stacking, and 60 I am giving. Click on the next. Notification I am not going to setting up. Tag name app.asg. Click on the next. Is going, you can review it here. Once you done everything, setting up was done, click on the create auto scaling group. Yeah, auto scaling group is going to create, and come back here in the load balancer. Click on this load balancer and copy this DNS name. Okay, copy this and immediately update it. Immediately update in the Nginx folder, Nginx file. What you have to do, go with the launch instance. This one. Okay. Launch instance web. Select this and connect this machine. Connected, right? Now where it is, we go to the web tab, ls we have the, maybe it is not here, sorry, cd aws, yeah, it is cd app code, yeah, pwd ls. So in this folder, in this path, we have the nginx.com, right, nginx.config, nano nginx, and come back to the down. Here you can see we have to replace the internal load balancer. Just clear up this thing, move back to the load balancer, copy the internal app load balancer and paste it here, save it and close. Now perform this action, don't do that one, what we have to do, okay, copy this and paste it here. So done. Let's try to access it. This is not exactly, but we are going to testing it, that's it. Copy the public IP and paste it here. Sudo system ctl status nginx running, okay, cat tc nginx subtracted, okay. So in the load balancer we did not given the permission, right, that's why we can't able to access, that's why it's rotating. So we done the things, right. Now shut down the machine, sudo shut down. Now okay, create a image of this web, launch, sorry, instance web, stopping it. See, the app ASD is running, up and running, stopping, stopped, yeah. Create this web image, web tab, AMI image, the same, create image, the image is going to create, click on the launch template, app tire LT. Now select the my AMI, select the web tire, not the app tire, select the web tire. Now don't select any instance, key pair, network, all those things. Select existing one, web, this option 2, web server security group, and the advanced instance, in the instance profile select the 3-tier role. Done. Click on the create launch in template. Now we have to create the target group, create, select the instance, web target, web tir target group, and the port is 80. See, the port is 80. VPC is 3-tier VPC, health is okay. Click on the next. Don't select any instance here. Click on the create target group. target was created. Click on the load balancer, create load balancer, application load balancer created, and web external web tier ALB. This should be the internet facing, not the internal, internet facing. And VPC is this one. Okay, I'm going with, you should have to select the public, not the private. Public one you have to select it for the ALB. In the security group, select this option, web frontend ALB, and the target is WebTire SG. Create load balancer. Move on to the auto scaling group here. Create auto scaling group WebTire ASG. Template is WebTire LT. Next, select the manual add instance. Type t2.small, and everything the rest is okay. You select the VPC is 3, and the availability zone you can select the private also. I am going with the public subnet. Click on the next. I am going to attaching existing load balancer WebTire, and done. Click on the next. Instance 1 is enough right now. Target tag 60. Okay, click on the next. Tag name web ASG. Next, create. So is now going to create the WebTire ASG also. Move back here, instance, we have to wait. So is going to running up here. Is available. Click on the load balancer, get the DNS, external DNS, paste the DNS address in your browser. So now we can able to access the application via the load balancer, and you can also see the database we are fetching it, and try to add some more details. So we can able to add it. Yeah, we can also add and delete the things, and we can also add it once again, right? So we did it. Yeah, let's move on to the next. We did it all the things, right? Now in the auto scaling group, I mentioned 2, right? So move on to the auto scaling group here and select the auto scaling, anyone. In the instance you can observe only one instance is running presently. Click on the edit and desired it's 2, minimum with 2, and this one I am going to give 4. Update, and the same thing you can also give in the app tab. Edit 2, 4, update, and we have to wait for some more time. You can see the application is going to scaling up. When you scale up the instance level capacity in the ASG, and you can able to access it. So it takes some time. See, now web ASG is also created and app ASG also created. Everything is created. Okay, now the process is everything is done. Now we have to go cleaning up this all this created AWS services, right? We did all the things. First, delete the database of the MySQL because it takes a lot of time while deleting. So first delete the RDS, click on the your RDS action, delete, and make sure you just uncheck these two options and check this I acknowledge and delete me. Okay, it takes approximately 10 minutes, that's why I am saying to delete this thing, and move back to the ASG and select these two and click on the actions, delete 2, copy and paste it. To speed up the ASG deletion, just go to the instance and select all the instance what you have in your AWS console, instance state, and click on the terminate. While doing this things, it's going to cleaning up, okay, in the ASG. Once it's done, go to the load balancer, select the external, and both you select the both, action, delete. Done. Now come back to the target groups, select two both, and click on the delete option here. Deleted. We have to wait for deletion of the ASG as well as the database. We have to wait. I will come back once it's done. Okay, I will go into pause the recordings. I will come back once it is got deleted. Yeah, I got a notification successfully deleted DB, and click on the subnet group here in the left side and delete this subnet also. Delete it. Done. And once you cross check it in automated backups, is there any snapshot is here, just try to refresh and check it. Otherwise, if there is any snapshot is here, you have to pay. Snapshots, see there is one snapshot here, try to delete it. Okay, is not going to delete it, try to delete after some time. Okay, that's why snapshot system, okay, delete it after some time and check it whether it is there or not, and rest everything is okay. MySQL IAM image, move to the IAM image, AMI image, and delete both. Here make sure you selecting this delete associated snapshot. Why means the snapshot going to image snapshot going to occupy this space, that's why here, and make sure these two blocks, two sections is need to be clear, the volume and the snapshot. Okay, let's move on to the next. ASG is cleared, EC2, and check the EC2 is everything is terminated and cross check it once again. Security group we are going to deleting it afterwards, and let's move on to the VPC. The VPC section, first select the NAT gateway, select the NAT and delete NAT gateway first. Deleting, it should become deleted state, so it takes approximately 4 to 5 minutes. I'm going to pause the recording video. Yeah, it's deleted. Click on the internet gateway now and detach from the VPC, detach it, is detached, and delete this internet gateway. Done. And go to the VPC here, select this 3-tier VPC, delete VPC. Is going to delete the route tables along with the subnets. yeah, deleted. Subnet also is clear. Route table clear is a default one. Okay, and one thing, you have to clean up the elastic IP, because is not going to clean up automatically. You have to release manually, otherwise you have to pay the amount. Done. And at gateway is deleted. Done. Instance cleared. Launch template, yeah, launch template, select the launch template and delete the launch templates. Done. And AMI cleared. Volumes, snapshot. Security group also cleaned up. Elastic IP is not here. And load balancer clear. Target group clear. Auto scaling, this is auto scaling also cleared. Now the cleanup process was successfully done. If you like this video, like and subscribe the channel and share this video in your friend circles, and you can also follow me on my LinkedIn. This is the website, you know guys, and here in the right side you will get the side card LinkedIn. When you click it, it move on to my LinkedIn profile. You can follow here. I will post it regularly. Okay, once again, thanks for watching this video, and if you want to watch the more advanced the existing project, you can watch it after this completion of this project. This project going to cover up to 15 plus services. Okay, once again, thank you for watching my video. Like and subscribe the channel.